People were back with a lovely Christmas episode of the Yu-Gi-Oh show with your usual guests here. We got Dan, we got Jimothy, we got myself, Fab. So, I mean, there's a lot to talk about. To be honest, I think we've had a pretty interesting year in Yu-Gi-Oh. One of the things. Oh, drop it down. I feel like you're about to say something cheeky.
I was just going to say, it's been a minute, Fabs. It's been a minute.
It has been.
It's good to be back.
Yeah, it's mad because, like, I feel like so much has happened in this year in Yu-Gi-Oh! Compared to like last year and the year before and stuff. And this is the year where it's like I barely played. So it's like I'll be like scrolling Reddit and Twitter, and every day there's some new random stuff happening. It's like, oh man, I want to get back in. But yeah, I'm excited to talk about some Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff. So I think probably one of the first things to talk about is obviously I think the new, what is it called, limit over cards, over limit.
The overframe cards that were revealed on the OCG live stream. Shout out to the OCG, by the way. They know how to reveal stuff.
OCG, I mean, they're living a good life. Like it looks sick. The thing I like about their live streams as well is they'll talk about the cards and stuff and all of that. To be fair, we do have kind of something similar. Like I see that what's it called, Joshua Schmidt. They'll like explain the new cards and stuff. They've started to do that in our YCSs, but we're still not OCG level yet.
No, they're leagues ahead of us, bro. But we're catching up. We're catching up slowly.
Yeah, we are. So let me bring up some of them. And you know what I think is funniest about these cards is that all of the cards, there was like loads of really good retrains, and then they still made the effort to make the pen card absolutely trash. Like, they really hate pens. I didn't realize just how much like it's in their heart is burning them. So I'm bringing it up via Reddit because like it's long to do the translation thing back and forth. So let's share an application. This one, yes. So, I mean, yeah, it's a bunch of cards. So yeah, the DM card is quite sick, especially because the reason why this card is especially good is obviously as well. Dark Magician is getting the new retrain like Fusion Link 1 Dark Magician as well. So when you combine both that and this, it's kind of crazy because it basically means that Dark Magician now, if you have this card in your hand, you instantly have a negate. You've got a negate in a search as soon as like you start playing, which is kind of crazy. So like this is gonna be great for Dark Magician. The Blue Eyes card, I don't know anything about Blue Eyes. You guys can tell me, is this good? Like it seems good. Like it's a new.
This card is like really good, but it does mean that if you want to take full advantage of it, you have to play like some sort of wonky cards like Kyberman. Just to fully capitalise on getting the search on your opponent's turn. Okay. Going second, obviously, it's insane because you can either draw it off Mulcharmies or you can summon it off Raw.
You're right, because if it's added from your deck to your hand, it doesn't matter how it gets there as long as it gets there.
Yeah. It doesn't have the except by drawing it clause.
That's crazy.
That I think most of the popular things do. Or the fact that you can just have it in your hand ready for when a card is destroyed by battle. You can just plonk it down. This card's really good. I'm very excited to get in the lab with this one.
How many would you play?
It's tricky, right? Because I think personally, like obviously the biggest issue with the Blue Eyes deck is like clogging on the big monsters. But now you need to play two if you're playing it with the Primite cards. I'm thinking, obviously depending on the impact this card has, maybe we see a build where like you eschew the Primite cards to go more all in on like searching like the Blue Eyes cards and like maybe making Magia and things like that. I think at the moment, like when I've talked about it, obviously this is very, very preliminary. I don't think anything more than two is necessary. Maybe one, but I'll need to test it. But I definitely would recommend any Blue Eyes list playing at least one.
Yeah.
Even just for the raw application. Like if you're going to play a Jet, you can play this as well. So.
Yeah, Lich. This card's solid.
Yeah, it seems alright. Another Poplar.
I know, right? That Poplar effect, they love it. Yeah, they love that. Then the Stardust card, this card I think is one of the best. Where it's straight up just a negate, like if your opponent's, or it's kind of a negate, but basically if they activate a card and effects in response to yours, negate that. And then also if a card you control is tributed, you can summon a Stardust. The second effect is a bit annoying because you can't use both, because they lock you out from using both in the same. That would be so sick if you do this and then you just get a card. But that first negate I think is kind of cheeky. Like I actually really like that effect. Like it's just the thing is I don't know exactly how synchro decks work, but I feel like it's nice if like you're playing a synchro deck and then you just slap this down, and you just carry on with your combo. When your opponent tries to do something, you negate, and then you just play it anyway.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
this card seems quite
Is
good.
Yeah, typing's quite interesting as well. It's a wind dragon. So
Yeah.
I don't know if like Radiant Typhoon's gonna try and turbo into this just to kind of protect their plays or
Maybe, yeah. The original
Do you know what I mean?
Stardust is a wind, so I don't know if it's just a tie into that, but I think it being wind as opposed to like light is kind of interesting, definitely.
I'm just thinking now, what level Radiant Typhoons are like 7s and 3s, isn't it? Like 7 3s and 4s or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, but
so,
yeah.
so I mean
But they
that's
can
quite
sort of split themselves, the little ones.
yeah. So actually, I think Radiant is probably they've got a lot of ways that you can get to because they've got 6, they've got 3, and they've got 3 3s, and they're both quite easy levels. I mean, what's that card? Excel Synchron plus the 6. You got this straight away. The level 3 plus I don't know what level 5 tuners there are, but it seems fairly easy to get this out. Yeah, so that's gonna be good. Then we got. I ain't even gonna do. This is one of them names. They're trying to embarrass me, and I won't say it.
Quetzalcoatl.
Yeah, you'll take. But yeah, this is the Crimson Dragon. I don't know, like Crimson Dragon's already kind of cracked. So like this is a good effect. Don't get me wrong, but
I think the thing that's really interesting about this card, and again, this is just me looking at it from like a Blue Eyes vacuum, because I played Blue Eyes for the majority of the year. Original Crimson Dragon treats the monster it summons as a synchro summon.
Yeah.
So if you played the Kyberman build, or you play 3 Blue Eyes, there is a board which with this card which enables you to end on triple Spirit Dragon. So if you're playing against a graveyard deck, it's GG's in it.
That is disgusting.
I do think like I've seen people talk about this with RDA and like all the other 5D archetypes and stuff. I think it's a really good card, but I feel like, is it overkill for those strategies?
That's solving a problem they don't have. I can't think of a world where I don't just play Crimson Dragon anyway, because this is good, but if my Crimson Dragon's resolving, I'm in a pretty good spot.
That's the thing. If you're cheating out at level 12 anyway, like, why are you not just playing Crimson Dragon?
Exactly.
Like, unless you can like recur the body or something.
I guess the other deck that kind of likes this, and for a few of these cards actually, or 2, but another deck that kind of likes this is definitely going to be what's that deck called? Centurion.
Yeah, I was about to say
Yeah, because if I'm Centurion, Auxilla, or whatever, the new synchro they have,
12,
that one's, if I'm not mistaken, it's a dragon as well, right?
Yep.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and like that card's sick because it's like, I'm reading it now. It's just if it's special summoned, it searches, which is kind of crazy. So it's like this card goes to the grave, you're bringing it back out for free. It's kind of nice. So yeah, they're definitely gonna like that card. Then you got this card, this I don't know, hero cards. You know me, I don't know what hero cards do. This could be good. It could not be. I don't know.
This ain't even a hero card if you read it. Like, it's treated as a hero, but it doesn't need a hero material. Like, what is it? A fusion monster and a face-up monster.
It's just a super poly target in it. That's
Oh, okay. I've just realised. Okay,
Yeah.
Super poly target. Alright, calm then. It's good because super poly target.
It's a super poly target with part of avarice built in, which is cool, I guess.
I guess actually, yeah.
I like how Fab just was like, "Yep, super poly target." Right. Next.
To be fair, if it's a super poly target, now that I think about it in that context, that's kind of crazy because I super poly your board, and then I get to return 5 cards. Though, to be fair, if I'm super polying, that second effect is probably not resolving because I'm just starting my turn with super poly. But then, I get like a bunch of draws and stuff as well. Like, that's kind of crazy. So, yeah. Then
but I don't even think Hero would play that because like their
you
extra
don't
deck's
need
tight enough as it is.
Yeah, it's not. Again, it's not really solving any problems, I guess. Then
There's
this
main deck monsters that do that as well.
Exactly,
That cross
yeah,
keeper.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Exactly. Then like pendulums. This is why I was vexed at. Like the pendulum card is just so like it started off good. Yeah, if the card had this top effect, apart from restriction, it'll be great. So it's like destroy this and search a pendulum monster. And it's like you can't activate the effects of monster on field for the rest of this turn unless you pendulum summon this turn. So it's the same restriction that what's her name has beyond the pendulum, and it's such an annoying restriction. Like I don't know why Konami keeps doing this to pend archetypes. Like it's just like I don't know, man. Because it's annoying. It forces you to sequence your plays, and basically what it does a lot of times as well is it means that if you get interrupted, like if you get interrupted on the search or something like that, you're screwed. And then not only that, but if you're going second and they have like a strike or something, then you just get screwed because you can't bend summon anymore. They just strike it. Oh, you didn't bend summon her effects. So it's kind of peak. And then the monster effects are just very mid. So I don't know why the pendulum card got like the most screwed, because the old Eyes isn't like busted or anything. It's been non-meta for like.
It's because it's pendulum, and
yeah,
they hate pendulum in it.
they really hate pendulum.
They hate it. I think the level of hate when you read that card is probably beyond hate, because they're trying to give you the illusion like, yeah, we're supporting pendulums, but we're gonna make this card so bad that you're not gonna play it.
That's the maddest thing. Like, I don't even know. When was the last meta pendulum deck? I'm trying to think.
Pass. Draco Slayer, maybe.
Draco
probably.
Slayer. Yeah, and even that was barely. But yeah, Draco Slayer is probably it. Yes.
The thing is, they just released Enercraft, which is a pendulum deck that doesn't pendulum summon.
It literally, all of its pendulum skills are like 0. So it literally can't pendulum summon. Not only that, but you can't even pendulum summon because all the monsters, they might as well have just been flip monsters. I don't know why they're pendulum monsters, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I did realize something cool with that deck is their draw 2 card. It says you can shuffle the cards into the deck or extra deck. So instead of like clogging up your deck, if you want to see your engine, it's just kind of interesting. You can put them in your extra deck and then draw, which is nice. But it's not a pendulum archetype, is the point. Enneacraft is a fake. It's a pendulum deck that can't pendulum summon. I don't know why they did that to us.
You'll know about this one, Cabs. It's a Cyberse card.
Yes. This card is bad, but to be fair, like it's not all like bad. Is probably the bad way to put it. It's not doing anything that a Link archetype ever cares about. So it gets a bunch of attack basically. And then also it can mill Cyberse monsters. Like right now, I can't really think of like that many good Cyberse monsters where like I really need to mill it. So like you can send like what's its name, Aggregator. You can send Pegasus, Saber. Like there's a couple of targets. Half the targets don't work unless you have Link 6. Like the best ones, like the Save Worm, don't work unless you have a Link 6, and then the other target's just irrelevant. So like. Is what it is. Like I can't see a relevant Cyberse deck ever putting this. Like if this is the problem with Cyberse now, that I can't lie. If you're playing a Cyberse deck, you have to every single Link 3 now contends with the Malice cards. So every time you want to summon a Malice card, you have to really say, is this going to be better than summoning a Malice card that does like everything else? So yeah, it's trash. Ain't doing nothing, man. But yeah, so
maybe it's good for Code Talkers, the deck.
Nah, because they got Transcode Talker. Like I can't think
of course, yeah.
I get you. They got Transcode Talker and Xcode Talker, which are both better to end on than this. Like this doesn't do anything as well. Like it just you can't target this card, and then I guess that's it. Oh, they can attack twice, but you don't have a problem OTK and Access Code Talker exists. So
yeah.
Anything. But yeah, like
I think sorry, I was going to say, Fabs. I think one thing that I find interesting is a majority of the cards that they released got at least 2,500 attack or defense. So
yes.
Like Dragon's Mind, is it Dragon's Mind or Dragon's Bind? Dragon's Mind.
Dragon's Mind.
Yeah. So that's a bit more applicable because you've got boss monsters that fit that category.
Yeah.
It's because they're based on the protagonist monsters, isn't it? And they've all generally all got 25 stats. 25, but there's some more that were released, like the rival ones. I think there was a Cyber Dragon one. Some
I haven't even
RDA
seen that. Oh, actually, let's see if I go down because I don't think I've even seen those. Let's see if they're further. Okay. Oh, lovely.
Yeah, there are some more.
Okay, so Cyber Dragon. So this is an OTK basically. This card says that.
It's an OTK you can't summon because you need 3 machine monsters with 2,100 or more attack.
Isn't that easy for Cyber?
No, because the only ones that are good are the little ones.
But if you play Clockwork Knight, nah, I'm trolling, bro. Okay, I thought this was good. I was thinking, yeah, they summon. Wait, no. To be fair though, they can do. Have they got a way of searching Overload Fusion?
I believe they do.
Yeah. So
it turns the Cyberdot turns Power Bond into Overload Fusion.
Okay, so they got that. So I get. To be fair, again, I think this is similar to the Synchro thing. Though you're right, where it's like it's solving a problem. They don't like. I've never played Cyber Dragon and thought, oh, I really struggle to kill someone. Like that's not really a.
Yeah. So I think you'd have to play. I think it's Jormungandr.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't even have 2,100 attack. What man?
Doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just
so much. Oh yeah,
like, searches limiter removal and lets you attack 3 times.
Yeah, I guess. Oh wait, I just realised. I thought it searched limiter removal. It searches limiter release. What is that? Limiter
that's
release.
a mistranslation. It's it's limiter removal.
I was going to be like, what dead card is this? I've never seen that in my life.
Yeah. And you can't even heavy poly for it by sending like 3 Rampage Dragons because that takes up like 6,200 life or something stupid. And then you need to pay 4k to get the limiter removal. They didn't even say you pay half your life points.
This card is mid. Then the Galaxy one, so you can.
This card's cool.
Oh, okay. So yeah, this card's quite good. Quick effects negate the whole flipping board, which is kind of sick. And then also specs, especially summon a photon from the deck, which is kind of cheeky, or attach it. So I think this card, this card is solid.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's a solid end board.
And you can overlay into it with any rank 8.
Yes, which is always very, very nice. Oh, any rank 8 is cheeky as well. Yeah. So that's even nice because with the new Tachyon support, one of the annoying things is when you summon Draglubion, you're kind of put in this awkward position where it's like there's only a few of the rank 8s you can summon, and not all of them are like great. You don't actually want to summon some of them. Whereas like Titanic, for example, I think Titanic's actually kind of mid. But whereas now, you could just literally overlay straight into this.
Oh, the new one, is it?
Yeah. Oh, I said Draglubion. Is it Dragluxion?
Dragluxion.
Yeah. So like with this card, it's a bit annoying because you can only summon the rank 8 dragons with 3,000 attack, which is annoying. So it's like you're limited what you can summon. Ways now you can just summon into this, which is kind of good. And then you got Starving Venom.
This card's crazy.
It's the same.
It's another great Super Poly target.
Yeah. The thing is, this makes me sad because obviously Dark Lord stuff is coming out, so I'm not happy about this. Yeah, that's a bit peak. Yeah, I can't lie. This is a good Super Poly target. Yeah, this is just Starving Venom but better, and it negates the card as well.
Gives them negate, turns one of their guys into dark, and then lets you fuse. It lets you Super Poly again.
Oh, that's really
crazy. It is pretty crazy.
Oh wait, not Super Poly. Just says Fusion Summon though. Just ones you control.
Monsters on the field.
No. Is it on the field? Is this a mistranslation?
Yeah.
Okay,
there's mistranslations on the field.
Because you can use monsters with predator counters, which effectively are your opponent's monsters.
Yes. Yes. Okay, yeah. So I mean, Starving Venom's cheeky, and then another Boral Dragon. So what does this do? Nah, this is out. As soon as I saw this part, I said this card's ass already. I don't care what it does. It says during the battle phase, bro. This card's ass. I don't know what it does, but I don't care. This is not relevant. Yeah, you can steal a card, I guess. I guess that's kind of cool, and you can pop your card to summon this. But again, that's mid. Yeah, but okay. So these ones, I'd say like the Photon one and the Storm Venom are the like good ones. The other two are a bit mid. But in general, the retrains are strong. I'd say the retrains. These are all like I could see. Definitely, the DM one is going to be a relevant card. When especially when Dark Magician Sport comes out. Blue Eyes one possibly, Stardust one, and the Synchro one. We can probably see them. And then Super Poly is getting better and better, I guess. Get us some more good Super Poly targets. Yeah, so it's going to be really interesting to see what happens. I feel like we're set up for an interesting year, especially in terms of support, because like even what's that set called? Is it Blazing Dominion or something? I don't know. Oh, the set list for that? I was seeing some interesting things in that. Let me look at. Cloudflare is still down. Look, it's peak how it's so annoying to get onto the Yu-Gi-Oh! Wiki right now because it's hard down half the time. But the Red Dragon
Predaplant support,
and the Fairy Tale cards, which are really good as well.
Yeah,
and Trains. Yeah, Trains is
Trains have tickled my fancy.
Yes,
they're chugging along, man. The support's actually crazy.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's surprising. Again, I wasn't expecting that. If you had asked me, like, what deck is going to support Trains, would have not been on my list at all. Like, I'd forgotten that even existed. But
Fairy Tale would have been at the bottom of mine. I'd be like, that's a deck. What?
Fairy Tale's another one. Yeah, and the support's actually good. Again, like it's pretty A1. But yeah, I think Konami's doing a pretty good job of, and I think I've said this before, like, for me, I felt like there was a lot of design space and retraining old archetypes that Konami was missing before. Like, they would release new archetypes, but it's like, just retrain some of the old ones and, like, make them better and more meta. So I really like that, because I'm sure there are, like, a million people whose fantasies have been, like, fulfilled now as they're being able to play DM now. They can play Fairy Tale, play all of these archetypes they like, so...
One of the things that I was talking about with one of my friends today was we noticed that this year coming up, 2026, is the 30th anniversary of Yu-Gi-Oh! In general, I think, and the 20th anniversary of GX. So it feels like Konami are really trying to capitalise on like the legacy support, but it does seem like they're actually trying to make it good. Because, like, while that hero card was asked, for example, they've had a lot of really good quality cards come out and be released, or like scheduled to be released, sort of thing. And then, obviously, the Dark Magician support that's coming out. Probably some more that I've missed, but those are going to be two of the big ones people care about. So, it's nice that they're doing legacy support in general. That's good.
100%. Even, for example, like next set, you've got both Dark Lords and Magnet Warriors, which are two kind of fairly old archetypes that are both getting kind of retrained and given really good support. So, Konami's definitely Yeah, they're definitely. It's funny when you say it's the 30th because in my head I'm still thinking it's the 25th.
I was just about to say that. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like it's all rolled into one. Like,
Yeah,
we're
so-
gonna have this for the next 2 years, 30th anniversary.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like the 20th. I feel like in 2021 maybe they were meant to do the QCR thing, but COVID in it.
and then they just
Maybe,
didn't
I don't
push it
know.
going forward. To be fair,
Potentially,
that'd be
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's been the 25th anniversary for a minute.
Yeah,
It definitely has been, and it's funny because, as I said, it's a bit of jest because I actually do like the content, like the 25th stuff. Like, it does look cool. It's just that it's a bit silly. Like, been going on for so long. Oh, wait.
yeah. They have squeezed every last bit of juice out of it. I'm not gonna lie. Even up until like the announcement of the new like quarter century or the new like Rarity collection, it still feels like the quarter century series, if you get what I mean. So it's like, from a marketing perspective, I'm still thinking, oh, we're still celebrating the 25th. Like, just give that a rest, man. Like,
Well, it was revealed later today that this is where the overframe cards are going to start coming in, because they revealed some of the, I think it was Super Poly, Dominus Purge, Dragoon, like some old cards, and they put a post on the official product page for Rarity Collection 5 saying, get a chance to get one of 10 of these cards, and it was like, okay, so we're not getting the new cards, but we're getting a nice little taste.
And the thing is, that enough for me is enough to like. So, funnily enough, my field center for a long time was a One Piece card. It wasn't even a good One Piece card. I don't know where it is. I haven't got my deck boxes or somewhere, but it was like a random One Piece card because their cards look really cool because a lot of them are like overframe, and like I would buy Rarity Collection 5 just to get a random overframe card and just like have it on my desk because I think it looks cool. Like, so like, I think this is how it should be. Like, use the Rarity Collection. Yeah, I'll buy a case of Rarity Collections, to be honest. Like, I don't give a crap because I actually like the overframe cards. Like, they do look really good. I will admit that there are games like, what is that game? Is it? No, it's not Vanguard. It's a crap game that has a lot of titties in it, and it's a card game. And I can't remember which one it's called.
Fucking like
feel like it
Bunny
begins with
Fight
V.
or like Weiss or something.
Yeah, it's but yeah, there's a specific one, and there's bare titties, but ignoring the titties,
Is
it's
it
actually...
Weishwartz?
Yes, that's it. Yes. So I think their card arts are like...
Where are you going with this?
A1. Not again, ignoring the titties, their card arts are like A1. And so I don't think it's as good as that, but I do think that they are still quite good. They're better than what we have now, for example. So I'm not going to complain for now. It's like, you know what, Konami, you do what you can do. Give us those cards. Yeah.
I think it's tricky with Yu-Gi-Oh because the cards have so much text on them.
Yes, I agree. I agree. It makes, especially because it's not even just so much text and no keywords or anything, so you can't even like organize things on the page well. So yeah, it definitely has a problem. But I have a little bit of a drama topic to bring up.
So from the good to the bad. Have you heard about this, Andre?
I haven't heard about it. So this is news to me.
Fabs, I'll let you tee it off.
So this is the DB, because Dyer plays this thing. So he was playing a DB game with this guy. Now, firstly, I don't know what this is, if this is Go or whatever. It's one of them old game modes. But yeah, so the chat's good. I'm just going to chat quickly finish and then yeah. So he's playing, and then his opponent randomly out of the blue just goes, "Oh, a nigger deck." Now, look, yeah, like, the thing is, like, personally, like, if I was playing DB and someone did this, I can't lie. At first, I probably wouldn't even notice, because I don't usually talk that much in DB. But I understand his response straight away of calling the judge, because that's a bit mad. Like, I've just started playing, like, I can't think of anything I can do in Yu-Gi-Oh! That justifies that kind of behavior.
Sorry, Fabs, I didn't realise I was muted. Just to cut you off, Dyer is a girl.
Oh, my bad, yeah. So it's like, as this happened, I can understand why she's now called the judge, because this is quite strong, right? Then all of this is happening, so like this person's saying, "Oh, like you're slow playing, like why have you called the judge?" All of this. Now the thing is, this is the funny part. This is not the mad part of the story. The judge comes. The person, Darkly Big Rabbi, who said the N-word, goes, "My opponent's gone AFK." Dyer's like, "Look, my opponent used a slur." So the judge goes, "Why did you AFK for 10 minutes?" to Dyer. Dyer's like, "Because I don't want to play with a racist." So then the judge says that, Dyer's in the wrong, and actually eventually ends up giving her a game loss. She's like, "You should have just been playing." Like, racism is not an excuse to stop. Then Dyer even tries to appeal this, and the judge is like, "No, you can't appeal this, so I'm going to deny this appeal." And so eventually, the judge ends up giving Dyer a game loss because Dyer's like, what the heck? Like, why is it that I'm getting the game loss? Like, why is it that he's allowed to say this to me? And so it's a bit mad. Eventually, gets a game loss and she just leaves. And then, she leaves with this fantastic burn as well. She said, I hope you improve as a person, Judge. The people in your life deserve better than this. So she just left with that amazing burn.
Heavy burn, man. Shout out, Dyer, dude.
So, so this is like the kind of inciting incident and everything that happened. And then, also, I guess I'm doing Darkly Big Rabbi a disservice by saying they claim that the reason they typed that is because their C button is broken. So they meant to say
Nah.
I just want to look here, in case anyone really believes this person and you don't know how keyboards work in planet Earth. C is here. G is here. And as you can see, there's not like a ×2 multiplier on my C key. So like, I don't have to press C twice or like, so anyway. So
there was an update, right, that this judge was like kicked off or something like that.
So I don't know if I'll be able to find, but basically, I don't really want to scroll Twitter because that's how I'm gonna get banned because Twitter's a bit crazy like that. But eventually, the I don't know if it's a head judge or something, but a judge basically said that look, the judge was incorrect on this. That person has been banned. So if you even look at them on DB now, you'll see they've been banned. And like your punishment has been revoked, but so that was a big drama thing in the media sphere. So what do you guys think?
I think first and foremost, fair play for Dyer handling it avidly. Went the correct way about it. Didn't lose her head and start obviously going off and using expletives. Me personally, I'm thinking I don't know what more would have been done because the judge was called, it was explained, and it was completely glazed over like it wasn't an issue. And
exactly.
Obviously, that could be more pertaining to what's happening in society as a general, just because things like this should just kind of be brushed under the carpet. But like me personally, I think she went the right way about it, and especially the way that she left the whole chat and the duel, just kind of signed off with a positive message. I think that is just commendable.
Yeah, handled herself very well in that situation. I think she did the right thing as well, making this a known thing because you can't have shit like this in it.
That's crazy. And if this was an event, firstly, if this is an event and you did that, you're getting sparked in the face 100%. At least one person.
Yeah.
Then it's like there's no way Konami's allowing that at an event that you just randomly said that to someone out of the blue. Like and it's funny because one thing I noticed as well is she didn't say shit. Me, if I was, the thing is again, I don't usually talk. But if I was pissed off, I'll be swearing, saying all sorts. She didn't say shit to this person. She just kept it moving and said, hey, Judge, this is why I'm reporting. So, genuinely didn't do anything wrong. But, I mean, this judge is crazy. I don't even know what was going through the judge's head as they did this. Like, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, this got a lot bigger, like, a lot faster than I thought it would. I kind of thought it would just be contained to Twitter, but for those who don't know, to be fair, this was probably naive of me thinking Dyer's actually an editor for, I want to say, MBT and Farfa, probably some others as well, because there's like not a lot of editors as far as I'm aware.
We've had it on the show, haven't we? I feel like we have.
No, we've not had Dyer. We've not had Dyer. Open invitation, obviously, Dyer. You're more than welcome.
Who did we have that was an editor? Sorry to interrupt. Who did we have that was an editor?
Yatta. It was Yatta.
No, we had someone else who's
edited as well.
We had someone else who's an editor, but it wasn't Dyer. I'll find out who it is. But sorry, carry on.
Yeah. And then this was made. Farfa was made aware of this. Probably just through Twitter or the same way as the rest of us were. And he made a video on it, bringing it. Obviously, he's like one of the biggest content creators in the space. Which going back to Andre's point about you can't just let shit like this lie, and I think it was obviously like it's a shitty thing that happened, but
what's up, everyone?
It's good that people were made aware, and it's like this shit can't fly in it. So yeah.
That's definitely what it has to be, man. And it is really again, it's a shame that this kind of thing is normalized as well. That people just feel like okay with doing that, and then like, I'm not gonna get in trouble for it. I can just tell a lie as well, and it'll be calm. It's like
the most ridiculous lie as well.
Yeah.
And that just makes that person look even more of an idiot because trying to claim there was a problem with your C key as opposed to the whole keyboard that you've acknowledged and aware of, like, no.
Bro didn't even. Oh, he said he's black as well.
Fine before, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. First he said it was a C key, then he said, "Oh, but I'm black as well, so it's okay." It's like, bro, I don't believe you.
No.
I don't even believe you, man.
No.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's not okay. It's not okay.
Not okay at all. Well,
It's crazy. Like, I can't even comprehend like the audacity like of that kind of thing.
Again, it's weird because DB I feel like has gotten in some ways better than before. Though to be fair, I play like one game a month, so maybe my perspective is a bit skewed. But I felt like before I couldn't like go like I'll try and play on DB and there'll be like a million different drama things happening. Whereas now I play DB and most of my games it's just we play and then we keep it moving. Like there's not even much talk in the chat like there was before, so it definitely has
I feel
improved
like
a lot.
well, that's got to be like 90% of the player base, isn't it?
DB?
Yeah, surely just people who want to like just play a game and keep it moving.
Nah, I don't think so. I think if anything, DB attracts. I think the proportion of trolls on DB is crazy
Okay.
high. Do you know why? Yeah, because like I feel like
See, I don't use DB in it, so
it's because like especially at the low elo, like when you get to above like I'm saying this is based on like 2 years ago knowledge. I don't know what the ratings are like now, but once you got past like 700 or so rating, most players it's hard to get to that level of rating without being good at the game, and so it's like the quality of play above there is really good, but it's not hard to make an account and just troll. And so when you first join DB, genuinely like 50 to like 80% of your games will be troll games. It's mad how bad it is at first. Like there was a point where I can say screw it, I don't work there anymore. I used to play during work all the time as I work from home, yeah. And there wouldn't be judges on at this time because Americans are asleep. So I would know that if I'm playing between like 9 a.m. and like 2 p.m., I know that like I either have to like be playing a deck that just like kind of like instantly wins and there's not more opportunity for discussion. I just have to accept that I'm going to be stuck being held hostage by a person, like almost guaranteed at some point. Because it's like that's literally how it is. You go in a game, the person will troll, they'll hold you hostage, they'll do this, they'll do that. Then you try and call judge. There's no judge online. But then that's what I'm saying. Once you get above like 700, there's less. Once you get above 1,000, there's basically not really any trolls, or at least I didn't really find any trolls once I got like there. But yeah, I'd definitely say that like people know they can just go on DB and troll. So there's so many. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I think that's the reason why I stopped playing on DB.
okay.
Just because of the experience wasn't good. It sometimes it was time consuming. Sometimes people would claim the internet's down and they've just gone AFK just to see if you'd like leave the game.
Yeah.
Then they'd say, "Oh, you're slow playing," even though like I was taking like 12 seconds to make a move. Do you get what I mean? Like I type in thinking, which took up 2 seconds, and then I'd think for 10, and then like, "Are you slow playing?" I'm calling a judge. Like it wasn't the best, and then the games would drag on. So a typical 45-minute game would be like an hour and 15, 20 minutes, and it just wasn't a good experience. That's why I kind of just shied away from it because I was like, this ain't good, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's a good place to practice. But I do agree with your sentiment, Fabs. Like there are some people on there that are just out there to ruin the experience for others because it's the internet. Innit?
Yeah.
They got anonymity, so they just
Exactly.
it's mad.
What is the incentive to be a dueling book judge?
I don't know. I don't know because other than Distant Coder, I don't think anyone like gets any like recognition for it.
Well, Distant Coder surely only like that's how he started content creating, right? Wasn't it like live streaming DB judge calls or whatever? So surely like.
But
surely not everyone. No one else.
Yeah, I'm like 95% sure it's not a paid position. So yeah, but to be fair, that's probably why there's not that many judges on DB because like they're never online. Like it sounds deep, but I can't lie. Like there's never judges online on DB, so that's another reason. It's just frustrating. Like they're literally like never online. So I don't know what the motivation is to be one. I guess it's cool to be able to like it's the thing is I've said this all the time. I would be a corrupt DB judge. All you guys would have to do, slide me a cool £5-10, yeah, and then I'll come online, and whoever you're against, they're getting banned. You'll be shocked. I'll hook you up. I would be a corrupt. So, and that's why I don't understand. And the test is not hard, by the way. I passed the first test, so it's like, and then I think I did this like ages ago, and I just never did another one. But the test is not hard as well. So like, I don't know why more people aren't judges. I guess I don't know.
It seems like a bit of a commitment. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how it would work, but I could only assume that you'd have to kind of like, you know, like how Uber Eats work. You have to kind of like click yourself
Yeah.
available. Then you get an order and it's like, oh, I gotta go and do some work now. Like,
Maybe it's like them man who are like you know, the ones who run them like massive discords and that. Like maybe it's like a similar kind of thing to that. Maybe they just like having the authority. I don't know.
To be fair, a few people like, not that they like having authority, but like people like Lundry and stuff, for example, like who have their own discourse that they run are also demon judges. There's a few like that, so that could be as well. Well, it's not even necessarily liking the power, but it's part of it. It's maybe just they're used to managing big Yu-Gi-Oh communities, so it's it's an easy
and
transition.
I suppose people like Lundry are very skilled at the game as well.
Exactly. So it's just, and that's one thing I will say that like, and it's like, for example, so like our guy Liam, like he is a good player. He's a very good player, and he doesn't really play Yu-Gi-Oh as much, but he used to be like head judging loads of stuff in West Mids, and like you could see that by virtue of him being a judge, there was a way he approached the game that just made him very strong. Like he was always performing well, even though he was barely interested in the game because he's a judge. So there's that element of it as well that they do kind of feed into each other.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So yeah, don't chat shit on the internet, otherwise you're gonna. Just don't chat shit.
I was gonna say, if anything, it's more like you can chat shit. You might not get caught. You probably should.
What's the old adage? Chat shit, get banged.
That's a pretty funny.
Yeah, I think Churchill said that or something like that.
Yeah, what's the joke?
Yes.
Deary mate. Let's move on to something a little bit lighter, shall we?
Why not?
Let's talk about what's coming out in 2026. Burst Protocol is coming out. Start of January or mid-January or
It's
end
Feb,
of January.
early Feb. It's like 3rd.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
it's
okay.
like
okay.
I'm
Yes.
locked in.
I was about to say, you're excited, Fabs.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna. I've already said I'm probably gonna cut. Well, I don't know if I will go to locals, but I'm definitely gonna go to at least 1 or 2 events of both Dark Lords and Rescue Ace, because that's an absolutely fantastic set. Like both decks get good support. Like the Rescue Ace support is not like crazy. Like it's like maybe like adds like an extra like 2% of power, so it's not like crazy or anything. But it's support. Support. The Dark Lord support, on the other hand, is absolutely nutty. Like it is really, really good. Like I've been doing so much testing, and it plays really well into Draco Tail, plays really well into Yummy. Struggles a tiny bit against the Mitsu cards, but like
What doesn't?
Yeah, exactly. But like it is definitely gonna be good. And then also not just that, but like there's some other random pieces of support in that. So like there's some Archfiend support, which Archfiend is just a cool archetype. Like I'm interested to look at that. There's Magnet Warriors, which is actually quite good. Like I'm definitely excited to play with that. BES, there's a lot of support for that. BES is an archetype that is the worst archetype in the world, but it's very fun to play. So yeah, I'm excited, man. There's so much in Burst Protocol.
And obviously, there's the more meta cards that are coming out as well.
Yes.
Obviously, you got the Fallen of Albaz retrain.
Yes.
Just as a side note, they knew what they were doing with that by making it always be Fallen of Albaz.
Yes, that's
Like-
exactly it.
Because that card's really, really good. But I think if you could play 3 of that and 1 Albaz as a target, it'd be maybe too broken. I don't know, because the Synchro just floats into an Albaz monster. So.
I was gonna say the new Albaz, you don't even it doesn't have the super poly effect, right? It's like a
No, it's like an Explosial sort of thing.
Yeah.
You summon it by sending a monster that mentions Albaz, I believe. So you send Albion to get full Virtuous or whatever. Locks you into level 8 fusions and synchros, and you summon an Ecclesia monster from hand, deck, or grave.
Yeah.
Which is a instant synchro level 8. Or if you just normal summon the Albaz, because if you normal summon it, you don't get the lock. It's an instant rank 4. So it's a lot of support. But it's... I'd say it's a pretty balanced card. And then obviously you've got all the spring and stuff as well. And I was showing Jimothy this before we started recording. You've got Magister Spenter, which is like going to make Magister Steensmith 2.0. You know, Jimothy, tell the people about what we were talking about earlier.
This is actually a revelation. I've spent probably about a total of 2 minutes 37 seconds of watching Spenter do some ridiculous things with almost every archetype that is relevant in 2025, and I feel like they need to address this card sooner rather than later, because it's gonna feel like, you remember when the Adventure Engine came out and it was just in everything. Like it feels like that, probably even worse actually. Because it just facilitates so much, and like the stuff that I'm seeing, like you could put a negate up like after 3 or 4 summons. Do you know what I mean? Way before Nip, and then continue to play your combo out because you haven't necessarily expended your normal summon. Like, it's just it's. I was watching it. I can't believe they're gonna actually release that. Is that definitely confirmed as well?
Yeah. They did a Konami what's it called post. It's that and a new Magistus fusion, which is part of like the line to float into any spellcaster. So Draco Tail out the gate is gonna really love it. Yeah, Magistus is just it's. This archetype's 6 years old, by the way.
Yeah, it's what's funny about Magistus is like they have like 3 or 4 like just randomly broken cards, and the rest of the archetype is us. It's like Spoon is sick, and they've got that is it Zoroa or whatever, which is kind of sick. Chorizo, which is like a really good bridge for a few decks.
Crowley as well, the Poplar the Poplar polymerization.
Yeah, and then it's like then everything else is just weird and but yeah, Spoon Knight is that card's sick. It's definitely gonna have a big effect on the meta.
Chances it's gonna be a secret rare, or is what you think?
It's interesting because it's a OCG import, right? And I don't think they've ever been really high rarity. Like I was trying to think back. I don't think there's been any OCG like a OCG exclusive imports they bought into a TCG. So I don't think any of them have been like higher than Super like for a while. I could be wrong, and there is every chance it could be a secret rare. But Moon was a common, so
yeah, true.
Who knows? Who knows? I'm not holding my breath though. Don't get me wrong. I'm not holding my breath.
Yeah.
I'm holding my breath as to how long it's gonna last. Because if it does go off the way that it's projected to be, I can't see it lasting too long. People are just going to be complaining about it. First couple of weeks is going to be like, oh, look at this new combo, and then 2 weeks after that, people are going to be like, I'm sick of it.
It's going to be the new Habakira.
Yeah, literally.
I was going to say, and that's the interesting thing, because obviously we know the what's it called, the structure deck for Mitsurugi is coming out next year, which would suggest that Habakiri is probably not getting banned. But then at the same time, if Habakiri doesn't get banned, I don't know what the heck is going to happen next format, because like it's weird to think about some of the great, like we're getting back to, was it 2019 format where it's like there was so many pile decks because there was just so many of these really efficient engines that like are just good, and it feels like even we saw Triff kind of start that with his whole yummy bastardization deck, and it's like we're gonna see more stuff like that. I feel like where it's like you have a bit of a Spoon engine, then you have a bit of a yummy engine, you have some Mitsu cards, and I don't know. I'm interested to see what Konami's going to do about the ban list and if Habakiri will stay, because that really determines what's going to go on with the format.
Well, that was one of the combos. Spoon on its own can enable full Yummy Mitsurugi.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. It's interesting you say that as well, Fabs. Like I was talking to one of our friends at Locals, and he was saying, he's tired of all the engine decks.
Yes.
Tired of the Yummy Mitsurugis, like the branded Draco Tails to a lesser extent, but just these decks that kind of like mishmash together, just because they're just good stuff, basically. Yeah. And it did get me thinking, like, I quite like playing pure archetypes for the most part, just because it's a unique experience. When you start like blurring the lines by putting multiple engines in, it just becomes an efficiency test. Do you know what I mean? Because you're just trying to you're just trying to min-max, basically. And exactly. I get it, because it's probably the most effective tactic available, but I do wish there was a bit more restrictions to kind of like force players to kind of make a decision on an archetype rather than just kind of amalgamate two together and just roll with it kind of thing.
100%. I 1,000,000,000% agree. Yeah, I think, and it's weird because there was a point in time where I would have agreed and said that like Yu-Gi-Oh, that is kind of like the good part of Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Where it's like you have to, but to me, it's just become a bit stupid. Like, it's like you say, you just have these good stuff decks that can just do everything, and then, as I say, it's like it becomes an efficiency game where the only thing that matters is what is the card that generates the most value, because it doesn't really matter what you're playing. Whatever generates the most value is just going to eventually get to your combo, get to the best combo in the game, and then I think we need more hard archetype blocks. We need more cards that say you can't do this for the rest of the turn, you can't do that for the rest of the term. I really like, as much as I think Ryzel had a few small issues, I really like that Ryzel forced you to only play, a lot of the Ryzel effects said that you can only do rank 4s. I feel like that's how it should be. Similarly, when Sprite had that thing where it's like you're only doing rank 2s, I do think that's how decks should be designed. It's just a lot better and a lot more fair.
Yeah. I was saying to Jimothy earlier, I can't believe that the Mitsurugi card that has a lock is the kaiju thing, Wosu.
Like, I'm annoyed. I don't know what they were playing at. I just,
Jarring.
yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And the annoying thing about Wusu having the lock as well is just like Wusu is actually a good card, but like it's like card. If you were to rank the Mitsu cards, it's like number 8 in the list of good cards in Mitsu. So like I don't know, like who was the designer that was looking at the list and was like, yeah, this is where we'll put the lock. This will be the real fuck. Yeah, me, my ritual prayers, Habikiri, Saji, all of these things are just like chilling and doing whatever the heck they want. Like I don't know, man.
Yeah. I think Habakiri is the problem. Habakiri is just the focal point. I think before Habakiri came out, when you think of Mitsurugi, like, what was it doing?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then Habakiri came out, and then it was just like, okay. Do you know what I mean? And I think they're gonna address it. If they want to seriously address it, they need to look at that card basically. Prayers is a problem, but
Yeah.
getting to Habakiri is an issue. Do you know what I mean? Whether you're hard draw or get to it via prayers, Habakiri is the issue. So they need to sort that out.
I mean, if
I
you-
did see. Sorry, Fabs. Go on.
No, but I was just gonna make the comparison that Ben 10 Habikiri is literally if you put Ben 10 and then said that also Ben 10 has an E-Telly on it. Like it's flipping crazy how good that card is.
Yeah.
Like, it's mad. Yeah, but
I was just going to say, I think the one of the things that I saw was someone talking about hitting the bridges, like Herald and what is it? Like one of the links that enables you to get to ritual stuff, and I was like, I see it because Banning Moon did stop Fiendsmith like being very splashable, but how effective is just hitting the bridges?
It depends. So I feel like if you have to go far enough out of your way to make something work, then having a bridge that does bridge and engineering is worth it because it provides enough of an opportunity for a choke point. But when it's something like Moon that is just very, very easy to access, then I feel like it becomes more of a problem.
yeah.
So if you have to do a 10-step combo just to bridge into a Fiendsmith line to make a Caesar, I think that's not as bad as putting 2 monsters on the board and then going into the Fiendsmith stuff. Do you got what I mean? I think that's where that's where the issue is. It's a bit too free. And then you've just got the other thing of just having no restrictions. Like, if there was some restrictions, then it wouldn't even matter. So, yeah, you can bridge, but that's the last thing that you're going to be doing for this turn. Not continuing to play because you've got a Nib Negate or... Do you know what I mean? It's just the power level of what it is that you're using to bridge. Do you know what I mean? I think that needs to be addressed. And Herald is at the top of that pile at the moment. It's ridiculous.
Herald ain't even just a bridge. It's like a bridge that is insane on the board.
Yeah,
Yes.
because it's a floodgate and an Omni too. And the floodgate part for me is the part about Herald that often is the most frustrating part because like a lot of times when negates you can kind of sequence in a weird way, but Herald has two things where it's a floodgate on the board, but then also when it negates it tributes itself off the board. So it's like you can't like sequence normally to try and like put a card then forbidden droplet, like put a card in front of forbidden droplet because it'll just tribute and then you're not doing that. But then also you can't like forbidden droplet from the hand, or you can't like use whatever card it is to discard from the hand or from the deck because it's just going to banish it. So, and I don't like one-sided floodgates as well, even though it's not one-sided because technically, but it's basically one-sided because you turn it off when you want. So it's like, Herald. That card is crazy, bro. That card, and it's a shame that Agents is going to lose their negate. I don't care. Go for it, man. Yeah, man.
Pulling out for all the agents. Players.
Yeah, try to get. Oh, is it? Sorry, not Agents. Is it Heralds? Yeah, I'm the Heralds.
Yeah. That's what archetype it's in.
Yeah, it's a shame. Well,
Agent playing in the comments like this. What you on about?
yeah, you guys can.
Now we can't bridge into Mitsu.
Yeah, man.
Herald needs to go, man. Herald needs to be gone like yesterday.
Yeah, it does. And if Yummy doesn't have Herald, I think like it's annoying, but I'm not that bothered about it. Even Yummy Mitsu like loses some potency without, even though I think it's still crazy together. But Herald is definitely like one of the most frustrating parts of that whole thing.
Yeah, for sure.
1,000%. 1,000%.
Yes.
But a ban list will come out, and it will be fine.
I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting that we're looking at the new sets, and we've just had a set release. Nobody's talked about it.
Oh yeah, Phantom Rouge.
Yeah, Enneacraft? Anyone?
Do you know what? I have actually been playing it. And I do like that. I think from a aesthetic point of view, that is like one of the coolest. I've wanted Cleaforts to come back out for ages, and this is just like new Cleaforts in terms of like aesthetics. And so like I really do like it from an aesthetic perspective. From a gameplay perspective, it just isn't that good. I found like the problem is it's just like things like what's his name, the fat Mitsu Habakiri, no, not Habakiri, the big nuke Mitsurugi and stuff like that.
Murukuma.
Yeah, it stops Enneacraft having any possibility because they can do things like chain block it. So like Enneacraft have a card that can protect from destruction, but they're just gonna activate their ritual unless you can literally stop that then and there. They send for 2 cards to the grave and summon Murakumo. So they go Murakumo 1, 2, 3, whatever's on the grave. Your whole board's just got violated. You ain't triggering nothing. So yeah, it's really a shame because I don't know. I feel like it could have potential, but it doesn't. It gets held back by that.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. That looks like a deck that I would try and play just because it's a very unique experience. I probably will get frustrated with it, but it's a very unique experience, and I think. When Yu-Gi-Oh players are complaining about sets, like I think they're just looking for decks that are meta and that will just kind of like change the face. Where in reality, there's some very interesting like theories and designs out there that you could just use. Do you know what I mean? Enneacraft being one of them, but it's just not viable. Like I've seen them set 5 and lose to a dark hole. I'm like, okay, so this deck not work, does it? And that's the frustrating thing. Do you know what I mean?
I did see an interesting theory that this set was crafted as like a Genesis format set.
Enneacraft.
Yeah.
Well, like Cold Shoot, Killer Shoot, what's the other one? Heck Hands. But correct me if I'm wrong. Are pendulums even allowed in Genesis?
Wait,
No.
yeah, right. Konami takes the piss for what the heck?
This is what I'm saying.
That's crazy.
They're violated.
That is crazy.
Okay.
Is it? As in, wait, sorry. Is it they're not allowed, or they're just pointed out of the format?
They're not
You
allowed.
can't play pendulum for links in Genesis.
That's crazy, man. That is crazy.
Here's a
Sorry,
deck
yeah.
that you can play absolutely nowhere. Here you go.
Yeah, that's literally.
Have this.
Konami mocks it, man. Konami really mocks it. Yeah.
It is cold, outlandish behavior.
Cold on these streets for all my flipping joys, man.
Yeah. It's a shame. It's a shame. I don't know. Maybe we'll never know. Maybe we're wrong. Maybe we'll see someone bring Enneacraft to like. The thing is, one thing I will say about Enneacraft is that they have a very efficient FTK.
Yeah.
So it's like they do have that going for them. It's just, I don't know, like it's such a weirdly designed deck that I can't see that being like an effect. Like even I say they have a very efficient FTK, they can do it like most of the time if your opponent doesn't have like an Ash. That's about it.
This doesn't sound efficient.
Yeah.
Or Droll. Droll just killed the deck.
Ash, Droll, Ogre.
It's not Veiler though, 'cause they're all face down.
Yeah, not Veiler. Yeah, so I guess there's that. I guess one cool thing is that also because they're machines, you have access to some interesting machine draw cards and things like that for consistency. You have access to some cool like putting sphere mode in your deck and all that because they're all special. So, like again, there's so many little cool things about Enneacraft, but then it just it doesn't add up together to be like I'm going to use this and actually win. Like
It seems like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole in it.
It definitely doesn't. It's definitely not. I don't even know. I'm trying to think like when would have the last time Enneacraft would have been viable, and I don't even think it would have been viable in like 2020. I'll be honest. Like, I feel like the last time it might have been viable would have been like before like Axisode came out, maybe before Borosword came out as well. Like, yeah.
I think the other 2 archetypes have got some promise.
Yeah, definitely.
Not hugely, but they do look interesting.
Caution is quite good. Yeah. Heka Hands is not bad, but I think Heka Hands has more of an issue where I think it's an archetype that hasn't got all of its cards yet.
Yeah.
Like you can't really make a Heka Hands deck yet because the cards are actually all really good. Like they basically got 3 big fat monster hand traps that like when your opponent adds a card, they special and like will steal a card from somewhere. Then they've got 3 smaller but still big cards that like level 6 to level 9 that like search or special summon the spells and traps for monsters. And then they've got a Cool Fusion, they've got a Rotar, and they've got 2 negates as well that also steal the cards, which is cool.
Yeah.
But like even if you put like 3 of each in searches, then you put so you had like your 9 searches plus your fusion spell plus your 2 spell entrap plus your 3 big monsters, you have like 15 cards in your deck. So it's like
it's not even a speed draw deck.
Yeah, like, and it's like your end board is like and they have two future monsters, and it's like your future monster just searches the cards. So it's like, yeah, they need some more cards, and it's a similar problem to that I often see in decks where you could mix Heka hands with either Azamina or Chimera. Chimera, I don't know how to say that word, but you just start to ask yourself, why am I putting these bad cards in my that's really old thinky deck? Like, it's not actually solving any problems.
Yeah, that actually does look interesting. I think Cool Tune's probably the one that shows the most potential. I've seen quite a lot of comparison to like when Vanquish Soul first came out, in that like there's potential, right? But it just doesn't have all the pieces yet.
I agree. I definitely agree. I think there's a few things missing, and I think you can kind of see that when you're playing the deck, especially when you could potentially go full combo and end on like two monsters, or you set up a quick sync, or do you know what I mean? It's there's something there that's not quite fulfilling, but it does show promise. It does show promise.
It definitely does. There is, however, one glaring problem with this deck, and I'm going to use this to segue into a little anecdote that happened to me at locals. So I was in the final. I was playing Odeon because I'm just at that point in the format, and I was playing against Jake, who's on Cool Tune, went undefeated. So Odeon's got like no extra deck necessities. So I was just playing Super Poly, and like I was in a rush for locals, and I just threw in all the Super Poly targets I could find. And I thought, Cool Tune, Synchron, like I'll put Sea Monster of Theseus in it. And I super polyed his board for Sea Monster of Theseus. He looked at me like I just punched him in the face.
Oh my god! Is it Sea the Monster? Is that two tuners?
Yeah.
That is hilarious.
And he was like, "You've just ruined everything about this deck for me." And I was like, "I'm sorry, bro."
Yeah, I can't lie. That is dirty. That is dirty.
There's been tension in the Sanctum squad since.
Oh dear. Yeah.
So if that deck ever becomes good, just
Yeah, I can't like that.
Weren't that the best card of like 2017 or something like that?
You know what the funniest thing was, though? You know what the funniest thing was? Cool Tune, they have a card that lets your opponent look at the top two. You banish one and put one at the top or the bottom.
Yeah.
And he excavated double Super Poly, and he gave me the one at the top because he was like, "Oh, you can't make anything."
That is absolutely
That is
I can't
rough.
lie. That's staying in my pocket. That is crazy. And I can't lie. I agree. That makes that. I feel like that drops the deck down like 2 tiers, bro. You're like, because I swear the whole gimmick of the deck is everything's a tuner.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I can't lie. There's no board you're ending on that deck that I care about now. Like every board is getting violated, bro. That is absolutely that is ridiculous. What the heck?
Yeah. But Super Poly shenanigans aside, I do think it's a cool deck. I do think it's promising. Maybe we'll have to wait a year or so for Cool Tune Holly Sue, but you never know.
Yeah. Oh dear.
That's funny.
Yeah, that is peak. That is it. I feel like on that note, we've just got to the hour mark. So yeah, on that note, if we wrap up the episode. And guys, thank you for watching. I mean, we didn't say anything about Christmas, but yeah, Christmas is coming soon. Merry Christmas, people. Yeah, do Christmas stuff.
Make sure you spend time with your loved ones and all that good stuff. Play some Yu-Gi-Oh if you want to. Let's round it off with a quick question. What are you guys most looking forward to in 2026 for Yu-Gi-Oh? Just from what we know so far.
For myself, I would say playing more. I know it's a bit of a cliche, but I haven't played as much as I would like to have over the last 3 or 4 months. So just playing more Yu-Gi-Oh will be a better thing because, like I said, I like quirky decks. I will just take a rogue deck to locals and just enjoy the experience. And I think that's one of the things that keeps me coming back. So doing more of that is never a bad thing.
Yeah, with some decent support coming up as well for all of those.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Spenta, so you know.
Yeah, there you are. Yeah, I feel like I know what your answer is already, Fabs, but lay on.
Yeah, it's between Dark Lords and Rescue Ace. I think it's Dark Lords, but I might be wrong. Yeah, I'm looking forward to those cards. It'll be very fun to play some of my favorites again.
Yeah, I was gonna say, for those who don't know, Dark Lords is your favorite deck of all time, right?
It was, yes. Dark Lords. I kept. You can even tell because it's in the Dragon Ball Z deck box. So that's how you know it's my favorite. Because Dragon Ball Z is another one of my loves. And like when I save all my cards, Dark Lords and Rescase were the two. Oh, I'm sure they're
The ones you kept,
the two ones that I kept. Yeah, so yes, I'm very excited. I got the original secrets as well, so I got like 2 of all the original secrets.
Stunting on them, man.
Yeah. So
So have I. So I feel you.
anyway, look, Andre, I'm expecting to see you rock up with this as well when I turn up, man.
I'll definitely be trying it.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about you then?
Spenta combos. That's what I'm looking forward to. No, I'm just looking forward to seeing a lot more cool support because it seems like they've really been hitting the nail on the head with the support. So just looking forward to seeing more of that, really. Yeah, and Fab, you're making a return to YouTube, right? You've been gone for a bit.
Yes, I've been gone for a bit. It's been a first year of kids and all that. It's been a bit crazy, but life is less busy. Also, work. I can't lie. Work has been mad this year, but I am coming back. It's weird though because I'm still trying to make a decision on as to what exactly I'm gonna do. I think it's gonna be more video essay type stuff. I'll be honest, because I still don't have a huge interest in Yu-Gi-Oh, which is weird for someone who's doing the Yu-Gi-Oh podcast. But yeah, I still don't like the game. Hasn't really like captured me yet. But there's so many things. Like I was even actually, I'll give you guys just the title. But one of the videos I was gonna make is why Yu-Gi-Oh is so easy to quit.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll see in that. I think video essay stuff is probably what I'm gonna be doing. Yeah,
Amazing.
But yeah, you guys will see a few videos from me over the holidays because luckily enough, I'm off work. I'm so happy to be off work over Christmas. That's the best part about Christmas because when you're an adult, look, you guys here, I'm longing out now, but these guys will know what I'm talking about. Once you get past like, what's the age, like 18 or whatever,
Yeah.
like you don't get holidays. Like it's not really a thing unless you work in education. You don't get holidays.
Yeah.
That. So I spent the whole year like having to use annual leave and stuff, and like now I'm off, and I just feel so happy. I wake up at I wake up at 7 when my girls wake up, then I go back to bed, and then I wake up again at like 12, and it's just fantastic. So I feel happy and energetic. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I've got time to do shit. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So people, thank you for watching another awesome episode of the Yu-Gi-Oh show. We'll probably have another episode out for you guys after Christmas as well. And yeah.
Peace.